Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing? It is October 20th. What do we got here? 11 days to Halloween, one of my favorite days of the year. Come on. All right. How about the Bears? All right. Bears, 4-2. Hopefully coming to a town near you. All right. We'll take care of you guys, too. All right. So, I'm going to start off. I'm going to do the Dow 30 here, guys. All right. I'm going to go through them each. I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm going to tell you why I think they're going better. And I'll just make that simple argument right off the bat. And I'm going to start with X-Ray Larry Indian, which is the ETF, all right, the exchange traded fund. All right, this thing had a decent day up. It did give up at the end a bit. All right, I saw that little bit of pulling back here at the end. All right, this is your 15. That's your 15, and that's your 60. All right, so we were coming down at the end of the day here a little bit. That's what broke us down here that got us down to there. All right, I absolutely love the way the 1 and 1 is cooking here right now. All right, so I'm looking for this 312 to get back up. All right, now if we can get that to trigger early enough in the week, is the better we're going to get. The better we could potentially get. All right. So looking for the 312, and the reason why, I mean, it's been chopping. It's garbage, right? We talk about this all the time. Embrace the chop. Embrace the chop. Embrace the chop. Now, there's times when we're going to get out of the chop. All right. So XLA had a decent day today. I'm going to say that our next magnitude coming back up on dailies is 154.21. They are already trading a little bit higher here, guys. 153.90 right now. 153.90. All right. As we speak, it's already taking day up. All right. So I'm hoping that we can keep the lid down on this, so nobody's buying these industrials overnight and pushing them up on us. That's not what we want, but it is what it is. All right. So XLI, I like it. I like it with the 2-1. I like it with the 3-1-1. We're going to have to get through 154.70, and right now we're not anywhere near there. Okay, but we're not that far either. All right, so XLI looking better to me here on the month now. We need to fill this guy back up, 155.94. All right, that's our first job. All right, that's what I'm going to say. Our first job is getting this 3-1 up, this 3-1-2 up. Will get us going. But that'll get us to the 155.94 that we're looking for to get this month straightened out. Once we got the month straightened out, then we can start to move some other things. This looks like this one will come all from the week, from the way I'm looking at it right now. I just got a 2-1-2 coming back up on XLI. All right, there you go. That's what I think about XLE, and that's what I think about the industrials. Goldman Sachs, I do not like Goldman Sachs. I don't know how Goldman Sachs is going to get out of this week. All right, this thing is pretty trapped inside there right now. 792 points. All right, it closed at 763 bucks. So it's 38 bucks, 37 bucks. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot. Okay, it is a lot when you buy the stock. I'll tell you that. All of a sudden, the minute you buy it, it's slow motion. All of a sudden it stopped moving, right? So it's going to keep moving. All right, but the Goldman Sachs here, I think this one, I think a little consolidation here. I see the 15 because I blocked it by my big fat head. All right, so Goldman Sachs is coming down on the 15 here at the end of the day. Got a 2-1-2 back down. I mean, it did have a decent day up. It did have a decent day up today. All right, and the banks were strong today. I'm starting to find that there is good and bad in these banks. All right, so the big guys got to do the heavy lifting, and that's the way it's got to be. All right, so Goldman Sachs here it got up to 766.61, nowhere near where we're trying to look for, okay, to take out this guy here at 791.58. All right, so Tough. All right. I think depending, I mean, unless this thing really wants to start pushing it hard here, you got a lot of mess going on here. All right. This is not getting any easier once you get up here. You're going to have to get out. You know what I mean? And then you can get around it. All right. So that's my thoughts on Goldman Sachs. And that's where that's at. All right. I'm going to go to the next one here. Salesforce, right? What a comeback. Pissed me off. It was like I had it the big day when it blew up, and I thought I was a genius selling it at 257 or something like that. 256, and I can't remember. But anyhow, I mean, what a comeback here today, all right? Just unbelievable on Salesforce today. All right. And I was watching it and I'm like, I'm not chasing that thing. I'm not chasing that thing. I am not chasing that thing. All right. Listen, 15s came down at the end of the day. The 60s were stuck inside, but they were 1-1. So they came out a little lazy. All right, we came off the highs a tad bit. I can't say a bad thing about it. It looks like it wants to take the week. Now, this week is a doji, all right? Nothing much talking about there, all right? That is like I guess some people would call that a shooter. I don't call it that. It's pretty strong here with the inside week. I just say that this is too much too fast, and I think we're going to have to give some of this back, guys. And I don't think we get back down to this 230. I love to see that go back down. But I think that if this thing spikes up tomorrow again and gets crazy with itself and it starts to break down, look for that reversal that comes back down just like that one right there. All right. Sometimes you get the bigger ones come and bend down. All right. So that's what I think about Salesforce right there. Just a little bit too much on that one. I still love the stock. But it's just it's not getting the job done. Apple, I can't say anything about Apple. It's part of the Dow. It closed on all-time highs. It's giving us the gusto that we want. All right, the 60 did come down at the end of the day. Whimper, but $264.38 on Apple. Apple looks like she's definitely going to $300. I just don't see what's stopping it other than a big stock market tumble. Okay, and I don't see that coming anytime soon either. What can I say? Compliments to the chef that's serving up the industrials. Okay, got that one there. All right, United Healthcare. United Healthcare was a good day today, up $7.88. All right, another good day up in the industrials. All right, there's a theme here, and the theme so far is that we've all had good day uppers. All right, and we got weeks that are vulnerable to take. Okay. Sometimes you get these big fat ones and you can't do nothing with it. No, it's all thin over here, skinnies. All right, so keep an eye on that. But more importantly, it gave up a little bit at the end of the day. You know, I'm not a fan of these insurance stocks. These ones I don't touch. They're probably going to move to higher levels here, but we'll see. I will not be trying to get involved in these things here. So Shooter coming back down here on United Healthcare. It's tight, you know, so you can see it right here on the 60s. It went into chop land at the end of the day, but hey, I can't say anything, man. Two up solid day, and two up to take the week on the first day of the week. All right, so United Healthcare, and it's in healthcare. All right, so that group had a really good day today too. All right, so UNH. All right, Cat Tractor. I can't say enough about Cat. Buy it on dips. Buy it on dips. Buy it on dips. All right. Seriously, given coming down at the end of the day here, this thing is going. I think the stock is going way higher. Coming back down here right now on the 15 at the end of the day. It's trading flat. It ain't showing us anything on the overnight. A little indecision here on the day, right? We finished the day spinning in the middle, kind of stuck in the middle. And I, you know what it means when you're stuck in the middle. You know, it's you're stuck in the middle. Stick in the middle with you. All right. So nobody wants to be in that position. All right, so it's indecision. It's not really telling us anything there, but it is bullish. I wouldn't buy it up here. I'd look for it to come back into maybe somewhere in here. All right, 450 changes. It will come in. Maybe not by the end of this year, though. Okay, if these industrials really start to move like we want them to, there's going to be more to have. All right, so that's Cat Tractor. Again, it's just a little too rich for me right now. J.P. Morgan. All right, it looks like Goldman Sachs. It's stuck inside. It doesn't look like it's going to get out. I went through this already. I sat here and looked at the thing for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, okay, just going to be really tough. All right, that's $10. That's $10. Now the question is, if the banks can't get the job done on these weakers, and then they start to go weaker, is the market going to start to come down because of it? That's my question, and I think that they definitely could have some say in it as we start to go to the end of the month. Who was he talking about? The hunt of Red October? Who said that? Let me tell you something. The bear, I should say the bull. All right, you get what I'm talking about here. 3-1 inside, guys. All right. These are wild cards right now. Just Goldman Sachs and J.P. Morgan. All right, they are wild cards to me. All right, Amgen had a great day. Nice up on the day. How about Amgen? Can't say enough. 2-2 up. Looks like it's got a lot more room to go still. On your daily right now, we're looking for 311. And you know what? Last time it traded up there to this 311 area, it fell apart. If you see that, it was tough to get it, and then it was hard to break it. So it took a while before it really started to come back down. I think 211, 212 might be the top of 312, 310, 312, and then take it from there and see where she goes from there. All right, but I think Amgen definitely looks good. Up on the day, real nice. Takes a 3-2 up in the beginning of the week. I mean, this is 3-2 up already, guys. All right, Amgen, where you at? Where you at right now? Trading a little higher, 303.43 or something like that. They will come in. All right, they'll come in during the day. If you're trading during the day, then you're going to find those things. If you're not, if you're watching the day, and then you're not going to see that like you see it, but you're going to see what happened at the end of the day, and you're going to have a pretty good idea. If you know buyers are in control, and right now buyers in control, full time frame continuity. See this? All right, that's you can't see my 15, but you can see, my real 15, but here's my 15, my 60, my day, my week, my month, and my quarter. All right, Amgen. That's what I think about that guy. All right, Boeing. I'm still in it. It sucks. I really think it's going to get out. Now, I don't have a good reason for it. Other than the fact that I think she's going to retract and come back up here. I think Boeing has a cash problem. They don't have no cash. They got workers that barely are showing up to work, and they're taking orders every day. So that'd be like if you were running a pizza place and you had 50 people waiting for pizzas and you only got 2 in the oven. You got real troubles there, okay? All right, so 2-1 inside, but I like this. I like this Boeing. I think this Boeing's going to take the 2 up, and I think we go back up to here. No, not there, here. All right, 238. How about if we just settle for 226.15? All right, I bought a little bit today because it was just inside there, and it just looked really good all day. It stayed green all day. It held up pretty good. All right, we'll see what happens with Boeing. All right, Boeing. So far, how many names have I given you here? About almost 10 right now, and everyone looking pretty good, right? Amazon coming back down here again. Again, I hate Amazon. It's been garbage. It's probably because these are not moving, but there's a lot of other reasons than that. All right, but 15 up, coming back down. You gave up a little bit here at the end of the day on the 60s coming down, but that's a good day on the day for Amazon. When's the last time it's had a 2-day up like that? Anybody? I don't see it. Maybe there. Not as good as this one. This thing is full and fat. All right. Buyers were really in there. All right. They weren't pulling back. All right. Amazon looks pretty good. All right. Now, I would give it some room. All right. It probably will triangle out. But you'll know when they start moving. You know what I mean? You'll get the marching orders. The marching orders will come down, and you'll hear it from me as well. All right, so Amazon, that's what I think there. Travelers, another one, an insurer. I think it's better than all the other ones. 2-1 inside the week here right now. This one's kind of trapped in here. I have more confidence on this one getting out just because healthcare has been a little bit better. All right, so I like this one here, but I would take it on the 2 up. I would wait. I wouldn't try to get in and get sneaky peated in there and then get screwed. I would always be taking it up on that week. And you got the 15 came down. I got an actionable on the 60 right there. I got an actionable on the day, looking for that 2-1-2 with that shooter down. That shooter down, hammer up, get. All right, we'll see. I can't really speak too much about the insurers. All right, Microsoft. Nobody's talking about it. Everybody's quiet. Microsoft is, nobody's talking about it. I didn't hear anybody talk about Microsoft. It's been chopping. Look at this thing on the weeklies. All right, this thing is dead. All right, for potential purposes. The patient is dead. Okay, as flat as can be. All right, but guess what? We embrace that, and because we know that something juicy is coming out of that. All right, so 2-2 back up. I don't see anything breaking out right here right now. All right, I got the 15 came up. Kevin, he came back at the end of the day on an outsider. Here's your 60s today, 2-2 up, and you're trapped inside all of it. You see that? So you got that move to the upside, and now everybody's stuck inside there. Where's she trading right now? 516.94, slightly higher, about 20 cents. All right, unless something dramatic happens, you're going to be still opening up in this area in here with troubles, day kind of got lighter. It got lighter. It was heavier. All right, so this one, it wants to float in the middle. And I'm telling you, it seems like that's what they all are doing right now. When I'm talking about the Mag 7 and that other group of stocks called AI. All right, so Microsoft, there's you go there. Honeywell, I like it. I love the 2-1 on the week. Looks setting up really, really good with the shooter down. I like this. That's a morning star there this morning that we got. That's a beauty. You might get 2 up on that. If that goes into force, you might start to make a move here, Honeywell. All right, so Honeywell didn't do much on the 15s, but just looking at the end of the day, they kind of shadow boxing here, doing nothing, and then you get the 2 up. So we got up to a high at 206.19 today. I like the actionable. I like the actionable on the 60. Look for that 212 to take up tomorrow. Probably you'll run up a little bit, and it's going to turn around and puke back down on you, so be ready for that too. All right, but I love the day, man. I love the day, all right, and I love the week. That's it. Right here. You can take all your red you got, but I'll take this guy and that guy any day of the week. All right. That's it. That's a 1-2 punch right there on Honeywell, and I like that. I like that one. All right. American Express, AXP. I got to get moving faster here. American Express came down at the end of the day on the 15s. Kind of finished kind of wishy-washy. I got an actionable signal coming in with a 3-1 here. Again, I think these are toppy. I I think MasterCard and Visa, I think they all got the same kind of flu. They got a little flu right now. They're worried about some credit issues. So they're not selling them, but they're not buying them. And if you're not buying them, they'll just fall of their own weight. And I think that's what's happening right now. All right, so I wouldn't get too crazy with American Express. 2 up on the day. That is a nice day upper there. That's a nice hammer. I can't say it's not. Got up to 350.22. All right, so I just watch this one as it goes up. All right, be careful. I think there's some exhaustion risk in American Express, in my opinion, a little bit. All right, there's some couple of little fears out there that might be out there. All right, and here comes the next one right now, Visa. All right, Visa. Look at trapped inside on the week here. Now doesn't know how to get out of that. All right, trapped in there for sure on the weekly, and nice up on the day though. I can't say, hourly was coming back down. You got an outside here. You're probably going to be coming in here somewhere, so be prepared for that if you're already in Visa. If not, here's your quarter with your 1-1. All right, there's your 1-1 on your quarter. And here's your monthly. All right, she's not spectacular with the way, especially with the markets the way they are. She's not fabulous. Okay, not fabulous. That's the word I'm going to use. Not fabulous. MasterCard, same thing. All right, coming back down a little bit at the end of the day. It's got a better shot at getting the week. Looks like it will take week, but I think it's in this chopville, and I don't think you want to be going into any of this. You'd rather be breaking down to here because it'd be a lot cleaner for you. Trying to go up here, you're going to have turbulence. All right, that's what I think on that one, on MasterCard. You're going to get some turbulence over there. All right, IBM has got earnings tomorrow, so I don't know what to think. Got the 301. I sold all mine out at like 288, 290. I let it go. I kind of walked away. Stock acts like an idiot sometimes. 2 up on the week here, but this is already weak. All right, nothing here, man. There's no meat. There's no potatoes. There's nothing. Shooter, you got a shooter coming back down on day. I think IBM. I don't think IBM falls, but I just don't think she's gonna go up for you. That's what I think. I love Triple M. Triple M was good today. All right, took the week up today. I like Triple M better. This thing needs to get going. All right, seriously. Here's your month that needs to get fixed right here. Stuck in the middle. You got 2 last month stuck in the middle. I mean, hesitation. Are you going to go? 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 Out. 2-2-1 back, 2-1-2 back down. I like this 2 down. I don't think we see these lows again. All right. I see that low to the down. I got 2-1-2 back. I got 2-1-2 back up. I think this gets better. All right. 155.60 right now. 155.60. So here we are right now. Okay. So we're already higher but we're still inside day. All right. It's going to stall out on you. It's going to act like crap, but sometimes it has a good way of finishing. 2-1-2 back up. I like Triple M. That one I like. All right, that one I like pretty good. Merck, I got a lot. I got to speed up here, man. Merck with the healthcare, good today. 2 up on the day. Healthcare was pretty damn good all day across the board with the financials. All right, so she lost it right here on the 1-2-2 back down. That's what caused that problem on the day. This little bit right here. Sellers took control there, but I see buyers control on the week, and I see buyers in control on the day, and the buyers in the week and the buyers in the day are bigger than 3 little 60s coming down red, in my opinion. All right, I think so. All right, I think so. Chevron. Energy's been garbage. Shooter down on the 15 to finish the day after making the high of the day. I don't know. They could go higher. Probably not. He's got the price of crude staying down. So if the price of crude is staying down, then, I don't know. Maybe we're doing more drilling. Maybe we're the ones that are doing more drilling. I don't know who's doing all the drilling. That's where you need to know. All right. So if you're so inclined, you look at this one right here and you go to OIH if you're involved in there. All right. These are all about the drillers. Okay. 2 up coming back down here on the end of the day. OIH is a nice day up. Look at that. Watch your Schlumbergers and your Halliburtons and your HPs, all right, your Valeros, all right, and your ConocoPhillips, all right. Watch those Devon Energy, DVN. I'm not going to go through them. I'm just going to announce them, all right. It's a couple other names that I'm just throwing at you. All right, Disney. I don't know. I think it could take the week. Can we get to 119.75? That's my. I don't know. I'll play this one by ear right now. Coming back down here again. I missed it at 109. I'd start watching other things. I should be having orders in at all these different prices, but I don't want to do that either. But anyhow, I don't think I'm going to get 109 again. If you could get it at 111.50. I think it might be a good bargain. All right. I think it might be better there on Disney. All right. Trying to come back down on the month here, trying to get it back. All right. It's got plenty of time to move up, get back up to the side. Looking for that hunt for Red October, though. Be careful with that guy, too. All right. Procter & Gamble. Staples were down today, except for Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola had a good day. 2-2 up on the week here, so that's your same as your day. Didn't really do anything. Waiting for the bride, man. Waiting for the bride. All right, it's ready to go. It's just that the bride is not ready yet in Procter and Gamble. And then that note, you look at XLP. XLP. Is down today. Staples, we're starting to get rolling here, and look at how quickly they are throwing it back away. All right, here is our 15s at the end of the day here. Shooter back down. Chop day, man, on the XLP. Don't touch it. Wait for it to come out. I still think they come out back the other side. All right, because I think the market's still going into places we've never been before, and we should be very careful about how we walk through that area. All right, so XLP, there you go. You might find Bigfoot. Yeah, you can hunt them legally in Oklahoma. Johnny John coming back down on an outside 3, finished the day. Took the 2 back down. Johnny was crap today. Look at that. Doji Day. It had a nice start. It came out nice on the 15s. And then that was it. Chop chop. And then it did make that move. All right. But I don't know right now. All right. XLV is still pretty strong even without Johnny John being there. Okay. Sherwin-Williams, I really don't watch this stock that much. I see down here at the end of the day, I see a day that's stuck inside. You think people be painting now? Maybe they've already got it done, right? All right, so 2-1 back inside in here. 2-1-2 back down here. Sherwin-Williams, I think maybe everyone, if you're having your holiday parties, you got to get that done by September and October for sure. All right, Sherwin-Williams, that's what I think for that one. Verizon, VZ, here's another one. Nice finish to the upside. Nice hammer up on the day. Verizon 2-2 up on that 60. 2 up on the week. You have a mother situation here, right? You have a mother bar situation right here. So just be aware of it. It's old news, but it's looming. Okay, it's looming. All right, but it's over. All right, Nike. I talked about it this morning. Right, look at the garbage it is. Oh my God. All right, this is going to be the IBM of before. Remember, Here, we're going to go back here and shrink this down. We're going to go back to that daily. When it gapped down here, it wasn't really the same. Look at all these gaps. All right. Now, it came back up in this one. All right. This one, oh, look at that. It made it right there, guys. You see that? To the move downside there was 64.88, and this high was 64.85, 3 cents. All right. So the gap has been filled. All right. That's something. And it came 2-2 back up, stalls out again. It's going to keep triangling out. Embrace the chop. If you're really like Nike, then just watch the 60 bars and wait for and expect nothing to happen. I mean, there's some nice moves that made there to get them where they were. All right, but there you go. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So now you got the chopping. Now where do we go from here? All right, I'd watch from there, because right now you don't want to be doing anything in here. All right, now if you're down there and you're holding, that's fine. Protect. All right, and if it starts to crack, protect more, because she's garbage. All right, I don't know about Nike. All right, but it'll sneak back up. That's what'll happen. All of a sudden one day it'll be like $80, and it'll be like, what happened? How'd it get there? All right, Nike. Coca-Cola going to report tomorrow morning. Had a good day. Doji on the day, but it was pretty decent. All right, had good volume too. There's good volume there today. Coming back down on the 60 at the end of the day, kind of surrendered. I sold some of my Coca-Cola up at 68.58. I do have some more, and it's going to report tomorrow morning. We'll see what Coca-Cola brings. I think Coca-Cola is better, but she could easily stall out up here too. All right. So and that XLPs just wasn't good today either. So that group was kind of garbagey too. All right. We're almost done. I'm a finisher. McDonald's, I don't like it. It's back down in the week here again. It seems like every time it gets rolling, it falls up. Boom. Gets up. Boom. Gets up. Boom. Now here we are. We got to take it back down to 304, right? Get this chop thing taken care of. Get all this triangle back down to 303. You get the broadening formation. You come back in here, and then maybe McDonald's gets a little bit better on the weekly. I just don't like the day. That's horrible. Shooter coming back down on the 60 and Shooter coming back down on the 15. They were hitting it at the end, folks. They were hitting it at the end. We look guys that are running into the stable, not crawling. Nvidia, just still chop in the range, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play. You don't need all you got to look at is the 60s on this thing, and you'll kind of see what's cooking here. There you go. All right, we ain't going anywhere. We did fill the gap. We had a gap. We filled that gap. Here you go. Give us the move down to here, and then 179.68, and I think that's where my number is, right around 179. And then I still think they're not going to let them break. They're not going to let them break. There's too much to risk, probably. So I don't know who does that, but if you are that person that does that, you should let it come down lower. All right, so that's Nvidia. That's what I think there. Walmart moved up, all right, and it moved up a little fast. It came back off here on the month. Came back off on the month, all right, got up to 109.58, really stalled back. I'm at $2 and change, but enough where Sneaky Pete's going to get a chance to get in on the new month here. So be careful there. Walmart, I think she's better, but she could be really weak real quick. Okay, that's what I think about Walmart, all right? How were your sales today? That's what I'd be asking Walmart, all right? How much money did you make today? How many employees did you pay today? All right, last stock here. Home Depot. Home Dippage coming back down at the end of the day on the 15. It was the 322 lower here coming back down. Couldn't get back down to 388 though. Here's another one that's garbage, man. All right, not going anywhere. Chop shop in the day. Come on down. Give me that pivot. I mean, to me, that just looks like a beauty. Yeah, take it down there. Right, back down to there. What's that? 378.08. Seriously. All right, just don't like that one right now with the shooter coming down on the week, but it's only a Monday. Hey, we went through all 30. All right, I'm going to leave you alone now. This has been a long time. This is a long video. I don't typically make these videos that long. All right, so I will let you go. Check them out. Got any thoughts? Send me an email, and see what tomorrow brings. Be good.